Hello and welcome to my review of the iPhone SE 2020, the second generation, after using it for, well, almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years in October this year. But I, as a visually impaired person, research technology all the time. And I have found out that basically for the price...
Screen dimmed.
Okay, my screen just went off. Yeah, for the similar price of the iPhone SE, you can actually get an Android phone. For example, the Samsung Galaxy A52s 5G, which is the one I am actually going to switch to. You can get that for a similar price of the iPhone SE, and you get much better battery life, much better specs, and better performance, plus all the bonuses of One UI, which is actually much better than the first two iterations that came out in 2018 and 2019. I had a Samsung phone, and it wasn't very accessible. There were complicated commands for the screen reader and all sorts. But basically, yes, you might have widgets now, ever since iOS 14, and you might be able to flick through them.
Widget 2 of 5.
Shortcuts.
Show the weather. Full web. Symbols. Punch.
Symbols.
Actions
I don't know what the
available.
punch thing is. I was playing around with shortcuts ages ago.
Widget 3 of 5. Photos.
Yeah, I can look at
Widget.
photos and,
Widget 4 of 5. Shazam.
look at recent things I've Shazammed.
Widget 5 of 5. Fitness.
And all that stuff.
Widget.
And yeah, Apple might have its fitness thing with the Apple Watch and the activity and
Widget 1
all
of
that.
weather.
And the news.
Widget. Test for COVID.
Something about a test for COVID using your phone camera. What a load of rubbish.
Widget 2 of 3.
Podcasts. And
Widget 3 of 3.
well,
Harry
now there's
Potter.
Audible. So I've been listening to Harry Potter.
Widget 1 of
Literally though,
App Store.
it's not...
App Store. Tab bar. Selected. Apps.
Oh, look at that.
Cannot connect to App
Cannot
Store.
connect to App Store.
Retry.
Retry.
Apps. Heading.
Boom. See, there's just glitches and...
iPhone is page
Yeah, it might
2
look
of
fast, but
15. App. Home. Weather.
when you're
Widget.
using it,
Stack. Harifa.
you can definitely tell it's underpowered compared with the mainstream iPhones like the iPhone 12 and the iPhone 13s and the Pros and all that. But there you're paying upwards of £800, so it's not worth it. And the battery on the SE, ugh, awful. 2000 and... I can't remember the exact amount. It was something like 2001... 2,821.
Screen dim.
2,821 or something. It's not good. For £400 odd, you should be able to get a phone with at least a 3600 milliamp hour battery.
Page 2 of 3. Battery.
And all the Apple integrations with other Apple devices. Like here, I can check the battery of my Apple Watch.
Alexa's Apple Watch. 86% battery power. Charging.
86% battery
Actions
on the
available.
Apple Watch.
Braille screen. Portrait. Volume. Speaking. Words. Characters.
Basically, it's not
Home.
the best.
Page 1. Weather. Widget. Opening tool.
there's even people commenting about this.
Page 1 of page 3
Online.
of settings.
Settings
Settings.
is just
heading.
a massive long
Why?
list.
At one part calendar.
Mail, contacts, calendars,
Notes. Remind. Voice memos.
reminders, voice
Phone.
memos, phone
Messages. FaceTime.
messages,
Safari.
FaceTime,
News. Stocks.
I
Button.
suppose the Apple apps are grouped in a certain way, but
Measure. Shortcut.
once you get
Health.
past
Music. TV. Phone.
all
Camera. Books. Podcast. Not.
literally,
Apple Insight. BBC News. Blinkist. Boomerang. Button.
and there's not even much in the settings for these.
Allow Boomerang to access.
Mainly just
Heading.
allowing what the apps
Boomerang. Card
can
Factory.
access. Card Factory, that's rubbish.
CBS.
CBS.
CC says chat chili Clubhouse. Chrome. Allow Chrome to
that's just-
access. Heading.
yeah.
Chrome. Clips. Co-op. Coin. Co-op.
Co-op.
Allow co-op to
Yeah.
access. Co-op.
It's not ideal.
At home. Set. Closing tools
Basically-
folder.
Basically, you've got this Apple wall garden. You know, quite a lot of people, they'll get an iPhone and then they'll get an iPad, then they'll get a MacBook. I mean, I got a MacBook before I got the iPhone. I got the MacBook because I thought it would come useful at college, but you know, everything's Microsoft based, and compatibility using Office on a Mac, that is a whole other topic. The accessibility on a Mac
Screen dimmed.
The accessibility on a Mac is phenomenal. You're basically getting JAWS screen reader built in to a Mac, but it's obviously voiceover from Apple. HomePod, well, the HomePod Mini is a good speaker, but limited because Siri cannot do half the stuff that the Amazon Echo can do, that Alexa can do. I thought I would just say that really slowly, just in case you don't have your device muted like I do. Basically, let's see the specs of the SE. You have an A13 Bionic, which is from the iPhone 11. I've got 128 gigabytes of storage. I think there's also a 64 gig version. There's, I think there's 3 or 4 gigs of RAM. So it's okay. And then there's obviously the Abyss.
Screen dimmed.
Oh, for goodness sake. I don't know why the screen's going off. There's the abysmal battery. Oh, I must have put low power mode on. Oh, maybe not. But yeah, there's the abysmal battery. And low power mode, speaking of which, does help slightly. All it does is just reduce background activity and lowers the processing speed. But basically, I'm getting the A52s. It's got 5G.
Screen dimmed.
Yeah, 5G. I think it's got 6 gigs of RAM. 128 gig. I think it's 128 gigs of storage. I'll check when I pick it up from Argos. One UI 3.1 based off Android 11, but that will be getting One UI 4, which will be even better. The accessibility now uses TalkBack rather than Samsung's proprietary stuff. I think they've given up on that. And yeah, just an overall better package for a similar price. 4500 milliamp hour battery as well. So yeah, I mean, here's the interesting thing.
Page 2.
Apple has the Google apps,
Google.
but
Exynos 2000. Exynos 2000. Page 4 of
it's just not. Yeah.
apps. Google Home.
And then
Google
when you want to
Home.
get stuff from Audible, for example, if you don't have the credits, you're stuck because you can't purchase in the app because of Apple's stupid in-app purchase rules. Apparently, all payments have to go through iTunes, which obviously Amazon Amazon, because they own Audible, they are not going to do. They are not going to route their payments through Apple's payment system, which obviously
Screen dimmed.
Limits the
07.
limits the functionality of
Weather.
the app.
Widget. Messenger.
And I seem to be getting the control center flicking up without me doing the 3-finger gesture. So that's the review of the iPhone SE 2020 second generation SE and why it's not a good phone and why I would recommend someone who doesn't want to spend upwards of £800 on an iPhone or any other phone for that matter, why they should get something like the Galaxy A52s.
Screen dimmed.
Or they could get the A72. Well, there's loads of A phones, but those who want really a real good value for money and good performance, good cameras, good battery. Yeah, I mean there's the A32 5G, but nah, I think you sacrifice on performance for the 5,000 milliamp hours battery. But you know, and before I end this video, I just want to say that a lot of people seem to associate Apple with simplicity and accessibility. For example, at RNC, the College for the Blind here in Hereford, most students have iPhones. There are a few of us that have Android, Samsungs and OnePlus and so on, but most people have iPhones, and that's because they
Screen dimmed.
apparently think Android is complicated, and yeah, maybe a few years back it was, but now it's on par. It's on par with Apple, and there's more innovation all the time. I think Apple changes things once every few years. There is a rumoured redesign of iOS coming with iOS 16, but I mean, when they changed a couple of things up in iOS 15, it caused issues. So, yeah. But seriously, blind and visually impaired people don't have to get an iPhone. They could get a Samsung. They could get a Google Pixel. They could get a Motorola. They could get a OnePlus. They could get a Xiaomi. How do you pronounce it? Xiaomi, whatever it is. One of the Mi phones or whatever they call them. They're always changing the names of those things. But basically, there's a whole range of options.
Screen dimmed.
And Google has really been working on improving how TalkBack works and the ease of navigation with it. So, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, and subscribe. Share the video. You know, it's good to get the word out there because, admittedly, people are just pouring their money into the Apple wall garden, the money machine that is Apple. And yes, I was quite a fan of them for a while, but this was before I realised that there are much better options. There really are. And I think 2021 was the year of the Android, well, the Samsung phone at least, because they released all the A series, the 32, the 52, the 72, the 52S, A50,
Screen dimmed.
A52S, yeah, all them phones. And then we had the Google Pixel 6. And then we had the Moto G30, the G50, the G100, the G31, 51. I think there was even a 200, I think. There was another G Power, I think. No, wait. That was released a few weeks back, I think. Start of January. Moto G Power 2022. All the Xiaomi...
Screen dimmed.
All the Xiaomi phones. The... what was it? Mi 11 series. The Redmi Note 10... Note 10 Pro, Note 10S, Note 11, Note 11, all them. They are cheaper. Some of them are more expensive, like 400-500 quid. Some of them 200 quid. Some of them, yeah, different price points. 2021 has been an interesting year for smartphones, and it's going to get even more interesting. Samsung's rumoured to release the A53, but to be honest, I've read the rumours and it's not much of an upgrade from the 52 and the 52S. They won't bring out the 53S until later this year. But I wanted to make this video.
Voiceover off.
I wanted to make this video because I feel that people are basically just not getting... They're basically just buying into an ecosystem that's expensive and just not... Yeah, it might be simplistic and thingy, but it's such a locked down system. It's Apple this, Apple that, and literally, yeah, you might have these app libraries and widget, all these widgets and different things, but widgets are much better on Android. This is like an early version of it, and yeah. So, thank you for watching.
Voiceover on.
And this is Alex Chapman, aka Al Chappers, for Chappers Tech and Entertainment, part of the YouTube. You know, subscribe to the channel and all the usual YouTube stuff. I'm not one for going on and on like that.
Web screen recording in.
Yeah. Ta-da for now.